Olena Sotnyk is a former member of the Ukrainian parliament and currently an advisor to the country's deputy prime minister. She kindly joins me on the line now live from Kiev. Welcome, Olena. Let's start by talking about the dam breach. A lot's been said about it. Reports that there are almost 100 towns and villages flooded, that thousands of people have been displaced, hundreds of thousands of people without drinking water. That's according to your president. Would you agree with that assessment? Anything you would add to that?
Yes, of course, I can add on this because except that we totally lost and this terroristic attack of Russian Federation, this I would say unprecedented way how they decided to disbalance Ukraine, totally destroyed the water supply and infrastructure to the Crimea, demolished the irrigation system in the south of Ukraine. It means in the future we will have a lot of problems with harvest because, of course, south of Ukraine, it is one of the main territories where we growing wheat and other agricultural cultures. So definitely it is one of the biggest, I would say, effects to the food security policy in the world. And of course, a lot of animals also dying because of this situation. Some of them, as you now can see on this video, people trying to rescue, but at the same time, we know that thousands of especially creatures who've been in the wild places, they're dead. And of course, they destroyed and fully destroyed regional biosystem of the southern Dnipro Delta and as well near the Black Sea. Also, there are problem of leakage of fuel. Already, we can confirm about 150 tons and probably more coming. And it means that it is going to poison the whole Dnipro River, and then Dnipro River goes to the Black Sea, and it will affect huge territories, not just of Ukraine, but also of the other cities. And we need to take into
Olena,
consideration.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, just because I want to touch on one
Yep.
more point while we've got a little bit of time. As to how this happened, I know Ukraine says that it was Russia. Russia says it wasn't them and says it was Ukraine. There's a few other kind of narratives out there. There have been media reports saying that satellite images suggesting that actually the condition of the dam had deteriorated gradually over a period of days building up to this. The US has said that it's not sure, which is unusual for them to kind of stay on the fence on this. Are you absolutely certain that this was the Russians? Are you adamant?
Yes, we're absolutely certain that it was blast of Russian Federation military. And there are a lot of confirmation of this. It's not just about, Ukraine says this. So also other countries, they received signals to their stations at the moment of blast. It was the same, when you have seismic very harsh signal, the same like with earthquake, because it was really very strong blast explosion. So some stations of our neighbor countries, they received the signal. So I think that United States should ask them about the information. Of course, I think Ukraine also in the nearest day will publicly announce all the other information. But it is even funny to listen the argument that it was destroying day by day. It is impossible. It is very solid structure. And this structure could be blown only with a very strong blast, with very strong explosion. That's the case. It is the same with Kiev, Damba, and it is the same with all our hydro power station of Ukraine.
Olena, I really do apologise for having to interrupt you. Just unfortunately that we've run out of time. But it was a very, very important point that you made there. I think about the seismic levels and the blast. It adds definitely more context to the story. Really appreciate your time. Olena Sotnyk is my guest, currently advisor to the Deputy Prime Minister of Ukraine.